Namaste and welcome to the tutorial on the problems on the inner products and the positive definite matrices part 2. Here we will discuss the problem in which the vectors we have the vector space of polynomial of degree 2 with the inner product defined by this integration with the limit from -1 to 1. Here we have to find out the inner product of f with g, where f of t is given as t plus 1 and g of t is given as a t square plus 2t minus 3. Also we have to find out the matrix A of the inner product with respect to the basis 1 t square of the vector space V, and we also have to verify this relation with respect to the basis 1 t square. So let's start with the solution by considering section A, where we have to find out the inner product of f with g. As we have f of t and g of t is given, we will substitute the values of f of t and f of t and g of t in this definition of the inner product which is given in the problem statement. So by substituting the values of f of t and g of t, we get the integration of this product, which is equal to t cube plus 3t square minus t minus 3. Taking the integration of this polynomial and applying the limit from -1 to 1, we get the value of inner product of f with g is equal to -4. Now we will proceed further for the section B, where we have to find out the matrix A of the inner product with respect to the basis 1 t square of vector space V. So as we know this rule, if we are supposed to find out the inner product of t with the different powers, that is r and s, then it is defined as an integration of t raised to n with the limits from -1 to 1, where n represents the summation of r and s. Then depending on the value of this n, whether it is even and odd, the integration will take this results. So if the n is even, the integration will be equal to 2 by n plus 1, and if the value of n is odd, then integration is equal to 0. So by applying this formula, we will proceed further for finding out the inner products with respect to the basis, for the finding out the matrix A with respect to the basis 1 t square. So first we will consider the first vector, that is a 1, which will form the first element of the matrix A, that is 1 inner product of 1 with 1, so that is equal to 2. Now over here, the next inner product we will take as in with 1 and t, that is 1 inner product of 1 with t. Here if you observe, the value of n, that is r plus s, is coming out as an odd value, that is equal to 1, and therefore this inner product is equal to 0. Now over here in this case, the power of t over here is 0 and the power of t over here is 2. So the summation of the power of these values is equal to 2. So as the value of n is equal to 2, which is even, therefore this inner product results in the value 2 by 3 by using this formula. Now the next inner product is t comma 1. Here also the value of n becomes 1, which is odd, and therefore this value is 0. Similarly, we will find out the rest of the inner product which will be used to construct the matrix A. So here if you observe, the first 3 elements where we have find out the inner products of 1 comma 1, then the inner products of 1 with t and the inner products of 1 with t square, they forms the first row of the matrix A, Then next three elements form the second row of the matrix A, and the last three elements form the third row of the matrix A. So this is how we can construct the matrix A of the inner product with respect to the basis 1 comma t square. Now we will proceed further with the section C, where we have to verify this relation, as we already have F transpose and the G transpose from this equations of F of t and G of t, and the matrix A that we have that we have already found out in the section B. Then we can proceed further for the calculation of the term F of t, calculation of the term F transpose multiplied by matrix A multiplied by matrix G. Here the values of F transpose and G transpose are taken from this polynomials in the order of this basis. So first element represents the coefficient with respect to the vector 1. The second element represents the coefficient with respect to the vector t, that means the coefficient of t in this equation, and the third element represents the coefficient with respect to the vector t square, that is the coefficient of the t square in this element in this equation. As the t square is not present in F of t, that's why we have entered the value of over here as in 0. Similarly, G transpose is constructed by considering the respective coefficients of the 1, t and the t square. So by taking this product of these matrices, the result is coming out as a -4, which is equal to the inner product of F with G. So that we have already found in the section A, and hence this relation is true. So you can try this problem by considering the same steps as we have just now discussed. Thank you.